I don't know if you heard like Chinese people kan dia cakap, oh if you don't know Mandarin, you're a banana, you bukan Cina. Macam banana kan yellow on the outside and white on the inside. So because I speak English, so macam orang putih, no, I still speak Hokkien, which is so weird. Untuk mereka macam, what is this Hokkien? Tapi tak boleh cakap Mandarin. Okay, I'm Connie. I work at Communications. Hello. Yes. I mostly do events, so mostly like festivals, or right now I'm working on World Cancer Day. My family, they macam, if you come back late, they orang tak biasa. They're just not used to it. Macam, why you have to work until pukul 12? But it's event, so I had to explain to them. Then after that, they orang nampak that I really love what I do. So they slowly learn to accept lah, especially my mom.
Mostly Chinese Malaysia ni memang open kot.
Yeah, exactly. But I would have thought so. Tapi macam masuk uni, there are still groups. That's my first culture shock when I masuk uni. Tak adalah semua, but there are people, they like to find their own kind. And they find home in that.
Of course lah, common ground.
Yeah, tapi I feel so awkward around those atmosphere. I didn't grow up in a Chinese school. So to me, to be surrounded by Chinese only with that kind of mentality, macam, okay, that is very weird for me.
Tapi you survive kan?
I survived. I told them sebab banyak kali I macam cari alasan untuk tak lepak dengan mereka. I akan cari different group of friends. It's like, oh, but you're Chinese, don't you speak Mandarin? I'm like, no, I don't. You know, and why do I need to just be around Chinese people just because I'm Chinese? So that's very weird to me. That's what they grew up in. I cannot blame them. That's their environment, so they feel comfortable. Tapi untuk saya, it's like, no, I cannot. I macam tak selesa. I can speak a little bit of Cantonese and very basic Mandarin, tapi yeah, but I'm most comfortable in Hokkien lah. Hokkien is something that you can only learn when you speak with your grandma, you speak with your family. Dia ada lah macam sistem tulisannya, tapi dia tak ajar kat sekolah. So for me, if you don't learn to preserve those dialects, it will die. We grew up speaking like a lot of Hokkien, a lot of English kat rumah. My grandma, sebab dia asal dari Perlis, so she has like a lot of mixed race neighbours. We grew up with a grandma yang pakai sarung kat rumah.
Oh, iya ke?
Yeah. Lepas tu dia macam, she can speak utara lah, but I cannot. Okay. She can, yeah, but I cannot. Yeah. When she was still around, we will always have sambal belacan. A must. Mesti masakan dia semua pedas. And I used to love her ayam goreng kunyit. Yeah. So very Malay lah in terms of the way we eat. We makan dengan tangan. So I didn't think it was weird until when I meet other people that don't practice that. Then I'm like, oh, I thought everyone is like that. The good and the bad of being a Chinese in Malaysia. I guess the good is that I'm not under some kind of scrutiny. I don't mean to come off as offensive, but I find that a lot of my Muslim friends will struggle a lot. I feel like they're constantly being judged, and I'm very grateful that I'm not constantly like everything that I do orang akan pandang. Yeah, people will, but not as much as my other friends. The bad about being Chinese in Malaysia, like I'm never enough. Macam, I don't know for other Chinese, but for me as a Chinese, I will feel like I macam tak cukup Cina, tak cukup Melayu, tak cukup whatever. Yeah, macam, and like I constantly have to prove that like I'm Malaysian. Like don't label me otherwise. Like I don't want to prove that. I think I count myself very privileged, honestly. I feel like my struggles compared to a lot of people is tak boleh nak dibandingkan. At one point, I was wondering if I would even be accepted to masuk uni because of the whole quota thing, things like that. I mean, that's not proven, but I question that. Or like, will I be not given a chance to do this or to go this place because of who I am or what is stated on my IC? So, but I don't know. I've been very lucky that I've never been put into like I don't really struggle in that sense. but just struggle in terms of having to constantly prove that I'm enough, I'm Chinese enough, I'm Malaysian enough, or that I belong here, or this is really my home. Trying to prove that to people and just telling them, like, I have to do something to remind them.